The NFL is on EA Sports as we come to you from the StubHub Center in Carson, California. Tonight, we've got a good AFC matchup on tap between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Chargers. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Mahomes now on first down. And he checks this one down to Williams. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make it second down.
But it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a Turkey Bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail! Slow!
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to wind up and air it out. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Ready! Green, 90! Green!
Now here's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. He's got it at the 15. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A first trip to the red zone for KC. It's 1st and 10 at the 14.
Ready! Green, 90! Green!
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And he's going to drop this off to Williams. Complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make this a 2nd down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Butker now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And some space here. There goes Melvin Gordon. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, 75 yards. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
That'll be taken in the end zone. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Mahomes now to throw. Flush to his right. And going deep for Hill. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it. Couldn't get it. And it's second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. Well, stays up, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. Joey Bosa able to drop him for a loss of 4. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they left little brother. And that pressure gets to him again. Melvin Ingram, he's the one to get him this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. And it is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and that will force a turnover on downs.
Wait! 5-4.
Rivers now to throw on 1st down. Hunter Henry brings it in. That goes for a gain of 31. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations. So he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach. And on that play, I think he made the old coach proud with that completion.
From the red zone now, Rivers. That is caught inside the 5. And he's brought down. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? try and punch it in. Gordon. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Melvin Gordon with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Chargers are able to strike for 6. Point after here coming up. Point after right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Corey Legion breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Mahomes going to throw. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 58 yards. On first down, Mahomes under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out.
Here we go now.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's got the hook up with Conley. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, while we have a second here, how about we get bold and make a couple Super Bowl predictions?
Hey, why not? Let's go ahead and put ourselves on the spot.
Just more fodder for the angry people. What do you think? Who's going to win it? Who's going to be the MVP?
Well, my prediction for this one is the New England Patriots win the football game. They win it 32-30. The MVP, the McCourty twins, Jason and Devin. They both get 2 interceptions apiece, and instead of splitting the trophy, they wrestle for it right there in the 50-yard line post-game, because you know sibling rivalries, one always wants the upper hand.
Okay, that's bold. I'll go Rams on a Greg Zuerlein 4. And guys, man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 36 yards. On 1st and 10, Rivers. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Travis Benjamin that time. And now it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey. One out a little bit. I got him, back to mine. I got him. Hey, Rocket, 5-4. Hey.
To throw again, Rivers. Pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Justin Houston in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Hey! 12.
On 4th down, they snap it to Rivers. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided if there was a time to be aggressive, now was it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one, and look, I don't want to go for it as much as anyone.
But 4th and long?
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that one. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. On target over the middle to Hill. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this. Mahomes now on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Looking for the end zone. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Well, the upcoming Super Bowl, so many storylines, but one that obviously grabs you. Sean McVay just turned 33 January 24th, youngest coach ever to take a team to the Super Bowl. Double that age for Bill Belichick, who's 66. And, Charles, that's the largest gap between coaches in Super Bowl history.
Yeah, and when you think about it, obviously the age comes into play. But to me, it's more the experience. The number of times that the Patriots have gone to the Super Bowl with Belichick leading them versus Sean McVay's first time in the Super Bowl leading the Rams. Will that game experience come into play at all? But I do like this about Sean McVay. Raised in the game, raised up through the NFL system, no matter how young he might be. Remember, his grandfather was a head coach.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Anthony Hitchens not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack.
Hey, boys, we got 4 down. Mike, 53. 53, Mike. Come on.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. It's his running back, Melvin Gordon. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
To throw is Rivers. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got it at the 15. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Caught left side, Williams. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Butker now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
12.
Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers. Steps away to his left. Man open left side, it's Williams. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Left. Load it.
Now Gordon on 1st down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Rivers now on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Williams. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 42-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Hey, Rocket. Let's go. 0. Hey, left. Behind.
2nd down, Rivers. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a short return to the 6-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense stay? It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 83 yards. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Butker now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And a spin again. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One now, a little bit. Hey, Rocket.
To throw on 2nd down. Rivers. Buying time to his left. Going deep here for... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. Rivers to Allen on the hook up there. 44 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. The first down throw here for Rivers. Completes it to Benjamin. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I think someone's going to get into QB 1-0 when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better.
Buffalo wall.
On 3rd down, Rivers. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. Evades him at the 20. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick, and shifty. Can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Throwing now is Mahomes. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Melvin Ingram in there to get him for his second sack of the night. Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it. Somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. A very good move, but for a short gain out near the 32. A gain of 3, second down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Let's go. Wait. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Hey.
To throw, Rivers. Benjamin's got it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Rivers to Benjamin, good for the Charger first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be second and 11. Rivers to throw it. And this is incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. 0. Yeah, Rocket. 12. 5-4.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Anthony Lynn, sensing the play clock running out, will call for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to the ground now with Gordon. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Orange. Wider.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. The Chargers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
3 down. Let's go. Reset. Yo, Rocket. 12.
Here's Rivers. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're going to run. This is Gordon. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
Sit. Round 80. Got three. 3 down. Watch the egg. Hey.
1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Load it. Hey.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Kneel down here from Rivers, and that should be it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road. But there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
They converted once earlier on this opening drive, but now comes a big test. 4th and goal. Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline because you came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the media buffet. You made it to the end. You didn't consume a single calorie.
I appreciate that. What you missed is me going to the concession stand outside of your eyesight and getting it done that way. Look, I mean, they were serving the good stuff. I had to do it.
Oh, man, but you're svelte, in good shape, but yeah, you cheated a little bit. We'll let it slide.
I appreciate that. Always a pleasure to work with you.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. Good night, everybody.